Module 8. Engaging and supporting rural farmers. In this module, learners would learn how to engage and support rural farmers, understand rural farming communities, analyze the demographics and challenges faced by rural farmers, understand the importance of supporting rural farmers in agriculture, learn technology transfer and adoption, educating rural farmers on precision agriculture, know how to overcome barriers to adoption, explore the relevant cases and success stories through examples of successful implementation in rural areas. Introduction. Different perspectives and methods of engaging and supporting rural farmers, innovative technological transfer and precision agriculture, nature and extent of engagement, sources of advice, levels of trust and continuity of relationships, helps create interest and responsibility, sense of personal and social norms, networking with peers and identical professionals, group sharing of information and best practices, practical face-to-face interaction, reaping the fruit of PDC, participatory development communication, an image showing harvested banana from a community, understanding rural farming communities, includes demographics and challenges faced by rural farmers, knowing the importance of supporting rural farmers in agriculture, demographics and challenges faced by rural farmers. 1. Knowing the motivational forces behind each socio-economic system, subsistence farming and providing food to the family, emphasis on providing agricultural products for local and regional markets. 4. Capitalist or productivist farm systems, generating substantial profits, cooperative farming and marketing of produce, types of technologies and inputs farmers utilize, physical environment in which it functions, climatic conditions and quality of the farmland resources, water resources and the flora and fauna, poorer health outcomes than their urban counterparts. 2018 Safe Work Australia Report, fatality rate 14.9 deaths per 100,000 workers, climatic variability, bushfires, drought and flood. Women engaging in farming activities, importance of supporting rural farmers in agriculture. Number 1. Distance influences the rate of facilities, opportunities and motivation. 2. Deprived of education, info, data and technologies. 3. Lives of farmers and their families intertwined with farm. 4. Long hours of work, alone and in isolated locations. 5. Industry hazards including animals, machinery, mobile equipment, pesticides. 6. Limited access to civic services. 7. Aging of the agricultural workforce with an average age of 57 years, SWA technology transfer and adoption. This is divided into 2. The information and knowledge, which talks about educating rural farmers on precision agriculture, and application implementation, which emphasizes on overcoming barriers to adoption. This image shows factors influencing farmer environmental decision-making, which includes farmers' engagement, willingness to adopt and ability to adopt, and educating rural farmers on precision agriculture. Number 1. Dissemination of technical packages towards the end users. 2. Participatory development communication, PDC. 3. Facilitating exchanges between various stakeholders. 4. Help the stakeholders to address a common problem. 5. Implement a joint development initiative. 6. Experiment with various solutions. 7. Identify the required partnerships, knowledge and material conditions. 8. Communities to identify their development needs and specific actions. This image shows how farmers are being facilitated through communication, overcoming barriers to adoption. 1. Tendency to the traditional strategy and agricultural methods. 2. Mistrust on the new technological innovation. 3. Poverty and financial crisis to have access to the innovative devices. 4. Lack of orientation of best practices. 5. Information, knowledge and motivation through adult agricultural education, AE. 6. Non-formal education through workshops, seminars, and classes by CES. 7. Facilitating a process that involves local communities. 8. Help them express their views and building consensus. Case studies and success stories. Growing bananas in Uganda. This is the reaping the fruit of participatory development communication. And our perk was a crocodile. This is the radio ADA and participatory natural resource management in Obane, Ghana. Video, photos, and print productions of Ugandan farmers. This is the communication tools in the hands of Ugandan farmers. Successful examples. Growing bananas in Uganda. This is a two-way communication strategy to enhance farmer participation in experiments with different technologies. Farmer-to-farmer training using communication tools developed in a participatory manner. Farmers groups representatives identify and prioritize problems and solutions. Created a formal farmers association through which they could search, access and share relevant information and services. This image shows Ugandan rural farmer using precision agriculture. Successful examples. Within our perk was a crocodile. Radio ADA and participatory natural resource management in Obane, Ghana. migrate or renew its waterway choked by weeds, trees, and debris. Community radio was part of the process and the community discussed the situation. For years later, the river irrigates the fields and is navigable. This image shows participatory natural resource management by farmers' successful examples. From video, photos, and print productions of Ugandan farmers. Farmers first had a meeting to decide who should show what and how. Farmers rejected photos, started anew and produced a brochure. Poster depicting proper water and sanitation practices. Clear manifestation of the farmer's empowerment. Lessons learned from this module. Considerable heterogeneity. That is to be able to develop the understanding and local advice in its farm-specific context requires some degree of personal engagement. Advice through peer groups. This group sharing of information and best practice with their peers more accepted and increases feelings of personal responsibility. Public or formal recognition. This is when farmers experienced acknowledgement for their contribution to the protection of the environment, more likely to maintain the adopted practices even in the absence of payments. Complex set of interrelated willingness to change and engage can be usefully considered at 3 different levels: farm level, community level and societal level. This slide shows what e-agriculture implies. Resources. Thank you for your attention.